get ready. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Ja Morant is out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Bane in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Kuzma. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Toronto. Dinwiddie with it. Jackson in his pocket. Dinwiddie passes to Harrell. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Bane. And every year, Grant, the officials seem to emphasize a different rule. You think it takes long for players to adjust?
You know, BA, it depends on the rule and how strict they will call it. Things like the rip-through, hand-checking, those type of rules, they take some time to adjust.
Now here's Dinwiddie. And he can't get that one. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Jackson. Washington with a rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Now here's Beal. Six on the shot clock. Kept alive by Washington. Harrell the screen. Out to Beal. Shot clock at 5. Harrell, a screen on Jackson. Three-pointer, Beal. And it's Bane with the rebound. Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Dinwiddie against Morant. Beal from outside. Drills it from deep.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Dinwiddie against Morant. And there's the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Beal outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Shot clock at 6. Kuzma against Jackson. No good on the 3. Now Morant from deep. And a closely contested grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And the 4th pick in 2018, Jaren Jackson Jr., the rare NBA-ready defender, he talked about where he can make the most impact.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
A veteran's understanding of help and positioning, Grant.
Yeah, I love that defensive mind approach. That's why they're a team to be reckoned with.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court for Memphis, they've got Kyle Anderson. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Xavier Tillman, and it's Clark in at the 4. Here's Conchar. From behind the arc. Doesn't go that time. Now Washington takes it the other way. gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, just about every discussion of the NBA trade market comes back to the Washington Wizards. An all-star shooting guard Bradley Beal on a team that hasn't made the playoffs in 3 seasons. Something's got to give. And guys with Beal possessing an opt-out after the season, expect those talks to intensify.
Yeah, that's a good point. Jones with the ball. Hachimura covering. Puts it up. No problem from Clark as he finishes at the rim.
Got to show more strength on the low block to keep him out of position.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone.
Here's Abdia. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Right at the free throw line, and it comes off the front of the rim. Memphis trailing here. Well, Grant, the best way to steady a team and have an anchor like Tyus Jones as the backup point.
I mean, just an outstanding decision maker. His steady play complements their athletes with that second unit.
Now here's Clark. Anderson inside. He's covered by Holiday.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Hachimura, the pass to Holiday. Here's Neto. Hachimura sets a screen. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Back to Jones. Shot from 12. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Washington trailing. Hachimura left side. Outside Holiday. Pass to Harrell. Over Clark. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. Well, these teams are going to have...
The previous play is under...
And see if he got it off in time.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive, all overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Wizards out in front, up by 1. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. I'm joined with Coach Taylor Jenkins. What's the focus as you look forward to the second half?
Just ignite our pace. You know, everything starts with our defense. Can we pick up our activity? We got to get some stops. Got to keep them off the free throw line. You got to get out and run. They're showing a great crowd in the paint, but just trust the pass. Everyone's got to trust each other, get multiple actions, get some good looks, and hopefully they fall for us.
High expectations for Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Welcome, everybody. The Washington Wizards in our featured matchup, and what a competitive half it's been.
Well, Ernie, you gotta love the way they're getting stops. I mean, the defense works only if all 5 guys are playing it and attached to a string. When one guy moves, the other has to. Elite, physical, tough, engaged level.
And let's shift focus to that first half in the paint, where 2 centers are really battling it out.
It's like a supernova colliding. I mean, fans love these star matchups. Always the potential for a huge play. They draw so much attention, it frees up the rest of the team. Oh, and the momentum can change in a heartbeat with these guys on the floor.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Man, Montrezl Harrell really making a difference here.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Dinwiddie and Beal comprise the backcourt. Kyle Kuzma out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Caldwell Pope in at small forward. That's the group for Washington right now. Well, coaching styles vary around the league, Doris. But what do you think the priority should be for a coach to be successful in the NBA?
Priorities are innumerable, to be honest with you, BA. These guys have an incredibly difficult job. You are stopping the best players in the world who have become so skilled. And so, number one, can you motivate players? Number two, what is your philosophy on both ends of the floor? Can you stop the opponent's best guys? Can you put your best guys in their most advantageous positions? Listen, coaching in the modern NBA is brutal. It is hard, and it takes an all-consuming effort to be great.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
Going second overall in 2019, Ja Morant looks like a franchise cornerstone, carrying Memphis to a play-in game as a rookie.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Wizards shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Beal finds Harrell. Harrell, a screen on Morant. Here's Dinwiddie driving inside.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And talk about a signing that went under the radar. Spencer Dinwiddie joining this Wizards ball club. Now, he steps in as a vet guard to lead this young team. And I'm excited to see what Dinwiddie can do as a team leader.
And the Wizards with possession here after the basket by Memphis. Beal outside. 1:31 left in the third quarter. And that one hits the back iron.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Dinwiddie against Morant. That one's good from Melton on the assist by Morant. Melton's got 5 points now this quarter.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Harrell the screen. Here's Dinwiddie. The shot's good.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Memphis leading. Morant with it. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Second chance effort. Adams. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Adams has gotten his second bucket on the night.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Harrell. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Morant against Dinwiddie. Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. Melton outside. Takes it inside. Good D by Harrell.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for Memphis, we've got Brandon Clark. Ja Morant is out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's Kyle Anderson, and it's Jackson in at the center position. Now here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson for three. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Here's Beal. Nice D from Anderson. Pass to Morant. Clark with a screen on Holiday. Here's Morant. Shots blocked. Beal from outside. Drops in the 3.
That's a big-time delivery from Bradley Beal.
The drive. Oh! Gets it down!
Showing some power. This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Up top, Beal. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter here.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Jackson. Holiday against Morant. Clark outside. Here's Bane. From downtown, Avdia pulls it in. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Hachimura. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Well, you know Rui wants to score it. He will not retreat in the face of some tough defense. Nicely done.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They've been the aggressors.
They've also jumped at every chance to attack the basket tonight. Just terrific penetration.
Caldwell Pope's checked in for Washington. Dinwiddie comes in for Holiday. Adams checked in for Memphis. Melton comes in for Anderson. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
Morant against Dinwiddie. Stolen by Dinwiddie.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Harrell's checked in for Avdia.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Wizards.
35 seconds left in the final quarter. Dinwiddie against Morant. 23 seconds left in the final quarter. Just 5 to shoot. He takes it in. Softly drops in the floater. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Able to get that teardrop anytime he wants. Morant has all the shots in his bag.
Coming onto the court, make some noise for your Wizards answer. Grizzlies substitution.
And here's Kispert from the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside Jones. And so the Grizzlies take the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. Now our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.